Apple's iPhone roadmap stretches years into the future, and the iPhone 18 Pro lineup is a perfect example of that long-term planning. Even though we're still a while away from launch, multiple reliable leaks already give us a surprisingly clear picture of what to expect from the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max. In this script, we're breaking down all the biggest iPhone 18 Pro leaks: design, dynamic island changes, battery life, cameras, the new A20 Pro chip, Apple's in-house, modem, satellite 5G, and more. If you want an early look at Apple's 2026 flagship, watch this till the end. Let's start with Apple's new release strategy, because the iPhone 18 family is not launching the way you might expect. According to multiple reports, Apple is planning a two-phase rollout starting with the iPhone 18 generation. Phase 1, September 2026. iPhone 18 Pro, iPhone 18 Pro Max, foldable iPhone, often referred to as iPhone Fold in leaks. Phase 2, Spring 2027, iPhone 18, iPhone 18e, the more affordable model. So for the first time, Apple's Pro models and foldable will launch in the traditional full window, while the standard and budget versions follow months later in spring. This shift gives Apple more room to highlight the Pro models and the foldable as premium cutting-edge devices before rolling out the more affordable iPhone 18 and 18e. Now, let's talk about the design of the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro. Max leaks suggest that visually, the iPhone 18 Pro series will feel very familiar if you've seen the iPhone 17 Pro. Apple is reportedly sticking with the same overall design language. A refined titanium or aluminum frame, flat edges, raised rectangular plateau on the back with 3 camera lenses arranged in a triangular layout. Display sizes are also expected to stay the same. iPhone 18 Pro, 6.3-inch display. iPhone 18 Pro Max, 6.9-inch display. These dimensions first appeared with the iPhone 16 Pro lineup and seem to be Apple's new standard for Pro screen sizes. Where we do see a change is in the finish of the back panel. Current iPhone 17 Pro models use a slightly two-tone look on the rear, where the back glass and the frame don't perfectly match in color and texture. For the iPhone 18 Pro series, Apple is reportedly improving the back glass replacement and manufacturing process to minimize the visual difference between the Ceramic Shield 2 back glass and metal frame, likely titanium or aluminum. The result should be a more seamless, unified appearance, almost like the frame and the glass are a single continuous surface, rather than two slightly different materials meeting at the edge. Next up, battery life and thickness, especially on the iPhone 18 Pro Max. If you care about battery life, this part is going to make you very happy. A well-known leaker on Chinese social media, Digital Chat Station, claims that the iPhone 18 Pro Max will come with a significantly larger battery. Rumored capacity: 5,100 to 5,200 mAh. For context, the iPhone 17 Pro Max already holds the record for Apple's largest phone battery at 5,088 mAh, with up to 39 hours of claimed usage. So Apple is apparently pushing that even further. To fit this larger battery, another leak suggests that the iPhone 18 Pro Max chassis will be slightly thicker than the 17 Pro Max, increasing the weight to around 243 grams. That would make it, roughly, 3 grams heavier than the iPhone 14 Pro Max, one of the heaviest iPhones Apple has ever shipped. But the trade-off is clear: a bigger, denser battery inside a thicker body for even longer real-world battery life, especially for users pushing the phone hard with gaming, camera use, and Apple Intelligence features. Now let's move to the front of the phone. Dynamic Island and under-display Face ID. Ever since Apple introduced Dynamic Island, rumors have been swirling about when we'll finally see Face ID moved under the display, eliminating the cutout entirely. The iPhone 18 Pro lineup is right in the middle of that discussion. Here's what the leaks are saying. Some sources, including Wayne Ma from The Information, claim that Apple is targeting a future design with no visible dynamic island at all. In that scenario, the true-depth Face ID sensors move under the display only. A small pinhole camera remains, possibly in the upper left corner. However, Other highly reliable analysts push back on that timeline. Display expert Ross Young believes the iPhone 18 Pro models may not be fully ready for true under-display Face ID, but will get a smaller dynamic island instead. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman has echoed this, reporting that the 18 Pro series is expected to feature a slimmed-down dynamic island, not a full all-screen design yet. Apple is also rumored to be working on camera miniaturization, shrinking the front-facing camera hardware so it occupies less space inside the dynamic island cutout. That lines up with another leak from Ice Universe, who claims the dynamic island on iPhone 18 Pro models will be about 35% narrower than on iPhone 17 Pro. The width is rumored to drop from around 20.7 mm to about 13.5 mm. Another leaker, Instant Digital, backs up the idea of a smaller dynamic island while insisting that under-display Face ID and camera tech will not debut on the iPhone 18 Pro this year. Putting all the pieces together, the most likely scenario is this: iPhone 18 Pro and 18 Pro Max keep dynamic island. The cutout becomes noticeably smaller and more discreet. Full under-display Face ID and camera are reserved for a future generation, once the technology is mature enough. So we're moving closer to an all-screen iPhone. But the iPhone 18 Pro looks more like a refined step rather than the final jump. Let's move under the hood to the A20 Pro chip and Apple's transition to 2nm. The iPhone 18 Pro lineup is expected to debut Apple's A20 chip, built on TSMC's cutting-edge 2nm process. This next-generation manufacturing node allows for higher transistor density, better performance, improved power efficiency. Early projections suggest the A20 series could deliver around 15% higher performance compared to the A19, used in the iPhone 17 series, up to 30% better power efficiency. That means faster app launches, smoother gaming, more responsive camera and AI processing, and potentially longer battery life under the same usage. But the A20 isn't just about the process node, it's also about how the chip is put together. Apple is expected to use TSMC's wafer-level multi-chip module WMCM packaging for at least some A20 variants. In simple terms, this allows RAM to be integrated directly on the same wafer as the CPU, GPU, and neural engine, rather than being a separate chip connected via a silicon interposer. Bringing memory physically closer to the processing cores can reduce latency, increase bandwidth, boost performance for Apple Intelligence and intensive tasks like video editing, real-time photo processing, and advanced gaming. Combine that with the 2nm process, and the iPhone 18 Pro series is shaping up to be one of the biggest CPU and AI performance jumps in years. Now, let's talk about connectivity. Apple's C2 in-house modem. Apple has been trying to move away from Qualcomm modems for a long time, and with each generation, it's getting closer. According to supply chain analyst Jeff Pu, the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max will feature Apple's next-generation C2 cellular modem. Here's how that fits into Apple's modem roadmap. C1 modem, first in-house modem, used in the lower-cost iPhone 16e C1X modem. Enhanced version used in the iPhone Air, claimed to be up to 2x faster than C1 C2 modem. Next evolution, debuting in the iPhone 18 Pro lineup. The C2 modem is expected to bring faster 5G speeds, better power efficiency, less battery drain while connected to 5G. Support for mmWave 5G in the United States. That last part is important because earlier in-house modem versions reportedly lacked mmWave support. With C2, Apple can finally deliver full 5G compatibility using its own silicon in key markets, reducing dependence on Qualcomm and giving Apple more control over performance and power tuning. Let's move to one of the most exciting areas for many people, the camera system on iPhone 18 Pro and 18 Pro Max. First, the sensor itself. For years, Sony has been Apple's exclusive image sensor supplier, but leaks suggest that Samsung is now preparing a new triple-stacked image sensor specifically for the iPhone 18 series.